Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al. I'm going to talk to you about Stader. We have talked about this particular crypto before, so we're going to talk about it again. This is a staking protocol. This is going to be a pretty interesting crypto. Currently, right now, if you see on the day, Staker is down. Nothing wrong with that, guys, because if you go to the 7-day, Stader is up by over 50%. Okay, so what happened right here, I believe, on today and maybe a little bit of yesterday as well. People were taking profits on this as it was above a penny. Not a penny, but I'm sorry. It was above a dollar. So just a heads up. Remember, whatever we say on the channel is not financial advice. But if you like what you see today, we just ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. Just going to give you a heads up. How that we definitely appreciate you guys very much. Now, keeping it back at the 7-day, over 52%. That is beautiful. For the 1 month, this thing is up 99%. Might as well be 100%, right? But as it goes, fluctuates a little bit. It'll probably fluctuate from 99 to 100% over the month. So that means it's about doubled over the month. So one of the things we got to understand with Stader is that it's definitely in a good position right now, and it's on the rise. Let's take a look at the year. I think it's down over that. Oh, I'm wrong. It's down over the all-time, but for the year, it's up 58%. I guess wrong on that one. Yeah, overall, it's down 89%. So just a heads up on that. Guys, there's a lot of nice little cryptos out here like Stader that have been, how can I say, on the downside for a good while. But now that things are getting ready to come around, they're going to be coming up. Remember your micro caps, these smaller caps like this, because right now, according to what we see, the market cap for this one is 44 million. Your smaller caps are going to be your ones to run last. So hopefully you can get in a good position. Now, my personal opinion, when I'm seeing Stader under $1, I think that that's going to be a good position because your market cap is going to be small and you're going to be able to see this thing run. And as you can tell, this thing is down. You could definitely get a 10x from here from what we're seeing real easy. All right, so that's what we're seeing in that particular case. Let's look at some markets here. Okay, it's on Bybit. It is on Uniswap, Coinbase, OKX, so Binance Alpha, so therefore it is on Binance, yep. So KuCoin, Mexi, Gate.io looks like, yep. Let's see what else it's on. Crypto.com too, I didn't know they had it. Okay, so that means this is pretty much crypto that is well exposed to the exchanges. And I'm noticing that we got quite a few rows here of exchanges that are left. So pretty cool. I would say that is well exposed here. So we got markets here. We're not going to go over that too much more. Probably got plenty of news. Not on this one. Now let's see. I think there are some token unlocks. Somebody was asking me about token unlocks, and yeah, it does have some issues with a few token unlocks, but the way that Stader does it, as far as like they have a way of keeping inflation down, and they usually do their own little buyback program with the staking, so it keeps deflation from, how can I say, going into too much effect. I really would love to stop and talk about that some more, but in order for me to break that down, it's going to take about 5 minutes of the actual video. So I worry about that at some other time. But don't worry about the inflation. This should be just fine with this guy. So let's keep it moving a little bit, talking about the overall market. Man, things are really starting to look good. H-bar, which is tied to Stader, is looking pretty good also. Just a heads up on that. I'm looking at some of these that are finally moving, that we were wanting to move. We see Bitcoin is at 118,000, Ethereum at 3,700. This is pretty good overall. Market cap is still kind of like hovering and trying to get back up to that 4 trillion mark, which it was at just a while back. let me say this right now. This is a great opportunity, like I said, to get in position. Because right now we know that we haven't heard anything about a lot of quantitative easing as of yet, but that may be happening soon. But even if it's not happening, the main thing is we want to get in position so that when the quantitative easing does occur, we do realize that these cryptos are going to take off. It's not financial advice, but especially Ethereum and Bitcoin, I think it's going to be another run. Um, some people are looking for a short squeeze on Bitcoin, and there are a lot of other things that are taking place. But right now, this is the lull before the storm, so to speak. And I think we're going to see some great things occur. Let's keep it moving a little bit. Bitcoin dominance is at 60.5%, Ethereum at 11.6%, and we got our others. So that means that Ethereum's doing pretty well. Once it starts really going up with the dominance as far as like Ethereum, I think we're going to really see some great things occur, guys. So just hold your bags, hold tight, don't do anything dumb. All right, let's go to the web, not the website, but the X site. Uh, so the X Twitter site here. So Stader Labs got a lot of great information on here. Um, Stader has this the Cabbage program, Cabbage AI, trade with zero noise and pure data back alpha. The AI feed is given out. I gotta say, I'm not an expert on Cabbage per se, but it looks cool. Is cool, very cool. I'm just gonna say, but at the same time, let's see. I From what I've been studying and looking at Cabbage, it looks really good. So make sure we got everything. Oh, here's some good stuff right here. Grow your SD while supporting Ethereum centralization, decentralization, my bad, sorry. Uh, Delegate your SD to the SD utility pool, earn up to 9% rewards. We'll see that a little bit more in just a minute. Don't just hodl, make your Stader work for you and help secure the network at the same time. It's telling you to get started here at the SD utility pool. That's kind of like a part of the website. I'm not going to go there just yet, but it's just giving you the heads up that you can get 9% rewards on staking with Stader, which is excellent. I mean, no offense to anybody who just does regular banking, but the way that we can get these advantages with staking nowadays, it is amazing. Let's just go a little bit further. All right, here's talking about cabbages cooking. Several 100x moonshots are being spotted weekly on the feeds. The question is, are you in? With the latest upgrades, Cabbage has gotten smarter, faster, and just better. So let's see. Chaos and meme coins isn't above. It's a bug. It's in the markets. So many tokens that launch daily. No safety rails. Chaos in the name of signal or alpha. Trade alpha before it trends. Cabbage.app. So definitely a beautiful trading platform. I'm not going to mess with that. Let's keep it moving. Cabbage. I gotta admit, I do love the Cabbage stuff, symbols and whatnot. Keep it moving on. Gotta go. Stader crypto up 30%. What is SD's liquid staking? Stader liquid staking, that is. Stader crypto just ripped nearly 30%, and the DeFi scene is moving. The liquid staking OG is experiencing exchange listings, buybacks, and a renewed push into multi-chain staking. All this is happening while Ethereum staking demand expansion. Retail is waking up to the value of staking without lockups, with SD Stader tokens tied to governance. What's this? Passive income, Ethereum decentralization. Stader is positioning itself as the go-to platform for flexible, high-yield crypto staking. And when it says the go-to platform, I don't think that's an exaggeration. I think these guys are really stepping it up really big time, and they're really making a lot of things happening. So just a heads up on what's going on with Stader. This is really moving well. So 80% increase, it says right here. Combination of factors, good market sentiment, exchange listing, most significantly renewed interest in staking solutions. As demand for more flexible staking options grows, particularly for Ethereum, Stader's platform is gaining traction due to its ability to provide staking rewards while keeping assets liquid and usable with the DeFi ecosystem. So just a heads up on that. Talks about, uh, oh, who's we got here? Indian blockchain week. Oh, that looks good. Okay, next speaker. Why did they put that date on there? Well, anyways, it gives us this gentleman right here, Armitage, as the co-founder of Stader Labs, over 150 million in staked assets across 7 blockchains that recently launched on Ethereum main as well. Okay, so that's great. That's crazy good. Stader Labs liquid staking token ETH is designed for further, and I'm just going to click see a little bit more. Further. Yeah. Further decentralization by being accessible, reliable, and rewarding to Ethereum stakers and node operators. So this is pretty cool. Is this old or news? Yeah, this is old news. My bad, y'all. But anyways, just a heads up on that. Maybe somebody just left that. Let's keep it moving. Stader aims 1 point. Well, this is not old news, so this is very new. My bad, guys. So 1.12 as volume. Well, $1.12 as volume jumps to 112.8 million. So Stader's surges. The volume surged over 2,000%. Key support at $63 holds with $1.12 VWAP zone eyed as resistance. Let's see, momentum indicators suggesting cooling. Yeah, it is cooled a little bit. That's cool. We're not having an issue with that at all. So Stader price maintained that support, and I noticed that it's doing well above the 63%. 63 cents. I'm not bad. Let's keep it moving. This is another thing. This is not directly tied as far as like this is the title is not talking about Stader per se, but it's talking about H bar. And we're going to see in just a moment that there is a lot H bar total value locked, okay? In Stader. Let's see. H bar, it is bear territory, but it just went up today, I think, from what I recall. So let's see what's up. And they're talking about the fact that it went up. Yeah, look at this right here. Sometimes it gives you an indicator. So right now, currently, as we're speaking, H bar is going back up 8.55%. So it's almost up 10%. So whatever it was doing was down. These things kind of fluctuate up and down, just like we see that Stader was down about 10% at the time of I started recording. Looks like it's starting to ease up a little bit. Even so, it's like down like 9%, while H bar is up 8%. So they're all over the place. Nothing wrong with that, though, guys. Main thing is we got to understand, get them while they're hot and buy them while they're hopefully in the red. You know what I mean? So H bar prices some potential bullish catalysts that may lead to a comeback. First, there are signs that its ecosystem is doing well with Stader. That's our boy. Token jumping over 50% in the last 24 hours and 130%. 137% in the last 7 days. Stader is the biggest DApp in its ecosystem with over 109 million in assets. So its platform enables users to stake their HBAR tokens and generate a monthly return. Stader's assets have jumped by over 36% in the last 30 days. If anybody knows anything, we know that if you're in crypto and you're really doing your research, you know that H bar is going to be off the shizzle chain. This thing is going to go up insane, just saying. But H bar is really rocking, and it's going to be incredible. In other words, if you're in Stader, looks like you're in the right place at the right time. Also, if you're in H bar, that's good crypto. Just saying, not financial advice, right? Let's go to the website and wrap this baby up. Looking at this wonderful information right here, looking at the assets staked. Before we go down there, let's go over here. Stake now, you got your Ethereum, Hedera, Polygon, and BNB. So let's go ahead and start taking a look at those one by one. Oh, also might as well look at this too. 12% to 20% liquid staking with DeFi. Then you got your 45% staking. Also, we saw the 9% staking as well with Ethereum. Let's go ahead and jump into this as quick as we can. First of all, total value locked with Ethereum on Stader. Man, this is more than $500 million. So this is where the most total value locked is right here on Ethereum. It's over $600 million, $614 million to be exact here. Now, right here, this is where we were talking about with Hedera. So this is 127 million. Matter of fact, this went up from before. I thought not too long ago it was at 109 million, but right now it's at 127 million. So maybe the staking on the Hedera has gone up from there. So this is very impressive. Just to give you a heads up, a lot of Hedera being staked on Stader. Remember, Polygon is doing very well too. Polygon is definitely one of your layer twos, definitely going to be doing a great job substituting as Ethereum, so to speak. And then last but not least, we got your being locked at 14 million. Nice. So got your liquidity pool, got information. Stake tokens, receive liquid tokens, participate in DeFi. Forta is going to be your defense mechanism, your security. So those guys are pretty well known. Trying to see what else we got here. We got our ventures, Pantera Capital, Coinbase Ventures, Jump Crypto. These are big boys right here. Blockchain.com, True Ventures. I'm not going to view all the partners. It's going to take forever. I got the Cabbage Roadmap, building liquidity across chains, deeper dive, diving deeper into SD tokenomics. I'm going to click right here, and then we're going to wrap this baby up. Now, our blogs, they give you the same bit of information, but they also give you some new information here. The power of buybacks, transforming SD tokens. This is how they keep their, how can I say, inflation under control and things of that nature that you might be concerned about. I'm not going to go into that. You can look that up on yourself on your own website. Cabbage, trade smarter, not harder. This is cool. I'm telling you, these guys really have a lot of great information, unlocking enhanced staking solutions for Web3 wallets. I'm not going to go over this any further. I just wanted to kind of like run through this one more time. The fact that Stader is right now cooling off right now in the red, and the fact that it's under $1 is a good time to kind of, if you need to DCA, go ahead and DCA, or if you need to get yourself a nice little moon bag or a bag, do that. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap this up for today with Stader. One that I like, one that I'm, somebody told me about this one. I wasn't even, but I kept researching it, researching the heck out of this one. Let me say it like this. And the more I looked at it, the more I liked it. And I will say this, if you're getting it under $1, I think you got a bargain on your hands. You might want to go for it. Stay out, real life investing. Have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.